find out his world isn't real. Fucking trip. These people are real. They are as real as you and me. I'm shutting this bad fucking trip right down.
Yeah. Way up. Turn it all up.
See, my life is different from the average Joe. You know, I see all these, these pop-ups coming up, and these are my real grants for 2026. You can go to school, get a trade job or whatever. See, I can't focus on going to school. I can't focus on getting a trade job. You know what I'm saying? I'm caught up in a real live spiritual warfare, aka technological warfare, because I gotta specify that, because people want to leave that out. They want to just make it seem like it's just all spiritual. No, this is technological warfare. Remember, spirit, science go together like shoes and socks, peanut butter and jelly, penis and cuckoo. It goes together. All right. Shout out to the channel Spirit Science. Obviously, they know. That's why they named their channel Spirit Science. You cannot have one without the other. Anybody that's in here telling you about spirituality and they're not bringing science in the midst of it, they don't know what they're talking about. And it's vice versa at the same time. And that's why you religious folks need to go back to school and study, because you don't know nothing. Y'all are not spiritual people. Y'all are religious, carnal minded. But anyway, that's not what this video is about. What I'm talking about is that, first of all, I want to shout out to all the people that's out there in the struggle, all the real TIs, all the real target individuals. I'm talking about from America to Canada to Africa to Asia to Russia, wherever you at, the UK. I don't care where you at on the face of this plantation. Keep your head up and stay strong the best way you can. Because the wiles of the beast is out there lurking. I'm trying to look for all you movie heads. If anybody like movies, watch The 13th Floor. This movie came out in 1999, and I just now found it. And it's a good thing that I just now found it, because my mind wasn't prepared to watch it back then. But just watching this movie, how these scientists had created basically a sentient program. You know what I mean? They got, they created a world. It was based on time. It was 1937 or something. But the guy created this simulation for 1937 because that was the year that he was born in his childhood. So he wanted to have those memories. So he wanted to go back in time. This older man wanted to go back in that time of 1937 and relive, life. But he was going back there having sex with young girls and, whatever he was doing. Right?
The blows, Machiavellianist, Illuminati, all through your body. The blows like a 12-gauge shot. It was always about power supply. I told them the only way is to cut the juice. ISN is nothing without hardware. Yeah. Way up. Turn it all up.
Now we're switching, and you see that the patterns of activity become much more green.
They estimate there are 200 to 400 modules spread all around the brain where functional thought occurs. 100 to 150 of those are linked to language processing. Red here shows the areas of more brain activity, blue areas of less.
So on the right here, we have some movies that subjects were shown in the magnet.
They're also using the fMRI data to build a mathematical model, or decoder, that accurately predicts how the brain extracts meaning from silent movies.
Here's an ocean scene. You can see it gets fish, you can see it gets water, swimming, ocean floor.
Gallant says practical applications could one day include brain-machine interfaces that would allow communication without speech.
once we tap into the brain, if we have algorithms that stimulate the right things and give it the right data, we could literally see a screen pop up. We call it hallucinating, right? But these would be controlled hallucinations run by algorithms that would give us everything AR would without any glasses.
This technology can be used to beam images and even motion pictures into one's brain. Images and motion pictures that are so realistic that you think you're actually watching a movie or seeing something in reality. It's like a virtual reality 3D rendering that takes place within the target's mind.
Let's imagine that we could take our brain out of our body and keep it alive in a glass box. Then let's get a computer filled with information related to a particular setting, such as image, sound, smell. We'll connect this computer to the brain with electrodes and send the pre-recorded data to the brain. As our brain receives these signals, it will see and live the setting that the computer is transmitting. We could also send signals to the brain from this computer about our own image. For example, we could send the electrical information, such as the sight, hearing, and touch, that we would experience while sitting at a desk. Our brain would perceive that we were a businessman sitting in his office. This imaginary world would continue as long as the information kept coming from the computer, and we would never realize that we were actually a brain sitting in a glass box.
And we call it hallucinating, right? But these would be controlled hallucinations run by algorithms.
And that's exactly how they manipulate someone's thoughts. They send voices into someone's head. They manipulate their emotions. They manipulate their behavior.
Biological knowledge multiplied by computing power, multiplied by data, equals the ability to hack humans. And the AI revolution or crisis is not just AI, it's also biology, it's biotech.
The BRAIN Initiative is a $6 billion fund to find new ways to map the activity of an entire brain. Leading neuroscientist Professor Raphael Just was at the front of the queue for funding.
We're not talking about data privacy. This is much worse. We're talking about the contents of your mind.
And maybe I'll explain what it means, the ability to hack humans, to create an algorithm that understands me better than I understand myself, and can therefore manipulate me, enhance me, or replace me.
The goal of the BRAIN Initiative is precisely...
You heard him. You heard what he said. He said, this is far worse. Play it one more time.
Leading neuroscientist Professor Raphael Just was at the front of the queue for funding.
We're not talking about data privacy. This is much worse. We're talking about the contents of your mind.
And maybe I'll explain what it means, the ability to hack humans, to create an algorithm that understands me better than I.
So you got to understand, why do they want to hack humans? What is this all about?
I understand myself and can therefore manipulate me, enhance me, or replace me.
The goal of the BRAIN Initiative is precisely to build methods to read and manipulate the activity of neural circuits.
Manipulate me better than I. To hack humans, to create an algorithm that understands me better than I understand myself, and can therefore manipulate me, enhance me, or replace me.
The goal of the...
He said it right there. Manipulate, enhance them, or replace them. What do you think they're trying to do to you if you're a TI? They're trying to do one of the three. They're already doing all three, basically. They're manipulating your mind. They might have a better version of you, a more enhanced version, maybe, perhaps. But they're definitely trying to replace you. Can I get a no there?
The BRAIN Initiative is precisely to build methods to read and manipulate the activity of neural circuits.
We call it hallucinating, right? But these would be controlled hallucinations run by algorithms.
So that when that person goes to speak out about it, when they go to seek help from their fellow human beings, and their fellow human beings say, what is it that's happening to you? The target will then say, I'm hearing voices inside my head.
But these would be controlled hallucinations run by algorithms.
And they will conclude that this person must be crazy. And as a result, they will recommend psychological evaluation for that person. You can see the way this is going to go, and the way it is going right now. As good people, helpless people that are being abused and tortured and enslaved and experimented upon in America today, American citizens cry out.
And you know what's funny? While this is going on, and it's been going on, it ain't nothing new now. It ain't nothing new. It's been going on. It's just that now, this is the time of the whistleblower. The technology is bringing out the dirty little secrets that they've been doing on the guinea pigs, since the beginning of time. But it's not just people in America. People all over the world been suffering. All over the world. Wow. Meanwhile, Americans, the citizens of America, have been asleep. You guys were eating fat when everyone starved. You know what I mean? So, other countries are starving while we over here eating a fat burger. You didn't give a damn about them people starving. You going to Walmart. As long as you got some food to eat, it's all good. You don't care about what's going on over there. But you fail to realize that what's going on over there affects you because what's going on over there is being done by your sinister government. They use food as a weapon. They overfeed us and they starve other people.
Help from their fellow Americans, and their fellow Americans say, why don't you take some Prozac because we think you're schizophrenic? Well, this is a highly technical program. All of the symptoms are induced by a technology that is so fucking sophisticated, it is horrifying beyond description.
We call it hallucinating, right? But
it is horrifying. Are induced by a technology that is so fucking sophisticated, it is horrifying beyond description.
And this is the reason why they get these people to get caught up in the Scooby-Doo shit. Because the like he said, the technology is horrifying because it's so sophisticated. So you want to just call ghosts and demons and all this stuff, but they're just using highly advanced technology to make you think that it's paranormal, but actually it's just science. Science that you can't even comprehend. With that being said, y'all, don't forget to like, share, subscribe. There's more to come. Holla back.
Machiavellianist, Illuminati, all through your body. Machiavellianist, Illuminati, all through your body. Machiavellianist, Illuminati, all through your body.